Hey guys, there's this project that I've been thinking about, but I'm going to start it next month. Yeah, how many times have you heard that before? How many times have you told yourself that? Yeah, I'm going to start next week. I'm going to start next month. Most of the time, that's a convenient excuse for not doing anything at all. And I realize that as I tell myself this, I'm towing a fine line of postponing or analysis paralysis and doing the right thing. And I think in this case, I'm leaning towards doing the right thing. But before I get into what that thing is, I'd like to welcome you back to the show. Today's Friday, September 17th, 2021. This is episode number 196 of the All Around Growth Podcast, a show intended to provide some insight and tools to building the lives and homesteads of our dreams. Lately, I've come to realize that building the life of my dreams involves optimizing my health. Something that I don't really think has ever been optimal, in my humble opinion. But I've made some strides towards improving my health. And that's what I'm talking about this morning with something that I'm working on, but I'm going to start next month. And you may be asking yourself, what exactly am I talking about? Well, allow me to expand upon this. So as you know, in episodes, 193, where I talked about functional nutrition, and episode 189, my first initial reaction on functional medicine, this has become a big part of my story for this year. My goals have been rearranged in order to really take advantage of what's being presented to me in life. Now, in the last episode in functional nutrition, we talked a lot about the diet that I'll be following. And I didn't really get into the supplement protocol, but all of this begins once I've submitted the last couple of tests that I need to submit. However, the last couple of tests that I need to submit ride on me being off any antibiotics or antacids for 7 to 10 days, preferably 10. And in the testing kits, that's the instruction from my doctor. On the testing kits, I believe it said 10 to 14. So I'm inclined to push it a little further and go 14 days. And I thought that I pretty much had everything figured out when I stopped taking this antibiotic right around the time of my initial appointments on September 8th at the Cleveland Clinic. I think my last dose was the day prior on the 7th. And I thought, okay, well, 7 to 10 days or 2 weeks from now, I can submit this stool sample and do my cortisol, stress, salivary sample, whatever that other one is that I'm doing at the same time. However, I failed to remember that I have also been taking an antacid, omeprazole is the name of the drug. It was something that I was really not, I was not interested in taking this, but I'm at a point where there's enough going on and I've decided to listen to the doctors, and apparently in the process of treating all of this gastrointestinal distress that I've been dealing with, we learned that I am also dealing with ulcers. And luckily, they're not that bad at this point in time. And I don't know if I've just got steel guts or an iron stomach or something like that, but I feel nothing. I don't have any signs of acid reflux or pain or anything that would indicate to me that I might be experiencing something abnormal. But apparently, these antacids were enough to heal the ulcer. What I'm hoping to learn in conjunction with everything else through functional medicine is some additional techniques for stress management, and also really working on my nutrition so that I no longer experience ulcers or anything like that. Sorry, excuse me, and there is a little bit of traffic this morning. So why next month? Why not after the submission of these samples? I've been invited to a wedding, and I will be traveling to Colorado. I will be out there for a week or so. I've known about my friend's wedding since April, I believe, and I have given some thought and consideration into just having some downtime and some spare time and some time off during that week as well, to simply relax and enjoy myself in the state where I used to live 20 years ago. Go to some of the old places that I used to go, hike some of the old trails that I used to hike. Have some memories. Share some memories. I don't take vacations very often, and this is a way for me to stack functions, if you will. And of course, my friends are very receptive to me being out there longer, but who knows? This medical stuff, as of late, all of these tests and increased expenses has presented me with a bit of a change of plans, a change of heart, and an increased desire to simply focus on my health and get started on this process. But I love my friends. I haven't seen them. The last time I was out to Colorado was 3 years. I think I went out in 2018 for a long weekend. I also went out in 2017 for a long weekend. I was out there in 2011, 2010 or so. So I don't get to see my friends very often. And those times in the past, in recent years when I did go out, anyways, I'm losing my train of thought and going down some little thought trails that we don't need to go down. The long and short of it is that it's going to be seven to 10 days from Sunday when I can take this stool sample test. And I know, yeah, it's a little weird that that's what we're talking about, but this is life, and it is what it is. So if today's I don't even know what today is, the 17th, 18th, and a week from Sunday, which would be the 19th, puts us at the 26th. 10 days is, I'm basically looking at the end of September, the beginning of October, to be in a position to submit this one of the two samples that are remaining for me, to be in a position where I can submit them in the manner that is correct and proper. And I've waited 4 years for this to be in this position. Functional medicine, the idea of it, as I've previously discussed, has been on my mind since 2017 when it was first introduced to me. I have taken some steps and some measures up to this point on my own to learn more and to prepare myself for this moment. At least that's what it seems like looking back and reflecting. If I have to wait until the end of the month to submit these tests, and I will be leaving for Colorado on the 4th or 5th of October. I need to get off my ass and purchase that ticket. Yikes. Then yes, I think talking through this today really just finalized these plans. I had reached out to doctors via MyChart, but they take some time to respond. And one of the things that I failed to realize was that I was taking this antacid, and I did not realize that antacids, along with antibiotics, were one of the things that needed to be stopped prior to the samples being submitted. So anyways, that's a little update on functional medicine, where I'm at with it, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and what you can expect to hear in the upcoming weeks and months. The upcoming weeks, most likely very little It's just a waiting game. Not really sure how much I want to get into in detail with regard to the stool sample as well. That's not necessarily something I'm sure all you guys out there want me to get into detail about. But more than happy to answer any questions that you may have privately or in the Telegram group. Which brings us to wrapping up the episode. Speaking of the Telegram group, there are two of them. One is a chat group at t.me/allaroundgrowth, or if you've got the Telegram Messenger app on your phone or device, you can just search the groups for All Around Growth. But if chat groups aren't your thing, but you do like broadcast channels for updates and new content from your preferred show hosts, you can subscribe to our channel at t.me/allaroundgrowth-podcast. There are going to be links in the show notes to provide easy access to all episodes ever produced. And there's also a link if you'd like to reach out to me directly via email, and you can do so at allaroundgrowth@gmail.com. So that's it for today, guys. It's Friday. I hope you have a great weekend and a productive weekend, a restful weekend, whatever you're doing, wherever you may be. I hope that you enjoy it. Thank you for listening. This is Rob Kaiser, and thank you.